It starts with something small. Maybe your vision seems a little off. Or you're feeling more tired than usual. Just aging, right? But what if it's not just age? What if your body is trying to warn you about something far more serious? Something that, if ignored, could lead to blindness, or even a stroke. This isn't fear-mongering. This is real. Diabetes is on the rise, and adults over 60 are especially vulnerable. If you're in your 60s or beyond, and you're experiencing strange changes in your body, this video could be one of the most important things you watch this year. Welcome to this urgent health alert. Diabetes over 60. The 3 warning signs you must not ignore. We've entered a time where type 2 diabetes is more common than ever before. But the scary truth? Many people, especially seniors, don't even know they have it. According to the CDC, more than 1 in 4 adults over 65 already have diabetes, and many are walking around undiagnosed. But the good news? The earlier you catch it, the more power you have to fight back and even reverse some of the damage. So let's dive into the 3 key signs your body may be sending you, before it's too late. Now, before we get into these warning signs, let's talk for a moment about why older adults are especially at risk. As we age, our metabolism naturally slows down. The pancreas, the organ responsible for producing insulin, can become less efficient. Combine that with reduced physical activity, changes in appetite, and long-term habits, and suddenly, blood sugar regulation starts to fail. But here's the scary part. Diabetes doesn't always announce itself with obvious symptoms. Often, it whispers, quietly and subtly. That's why knowing these warning signs is critical. First warning sign: unusual fatigue. Let's start with something so common that it's often dismissed: fatigue. We all get tired, especially as we age. But this isn't about feeling sleepy after a long day. This is about a deep, unexplained exhaustion that doesn't go away with rest. When your blood sugar is too high, or swings rapidly between highs and lows, your body struggles to convert that sugar into usable energy. Think of it like having a full tank of gas, but the fuel lines are clogged. The energy is there, but it's not reaching your cells. So you feel worn out. All the time. You might notice you wake up tired, or that walking across the room feels like running a marathon. And if you brush it off as just getting older, you could miss the root cause: insulin resistance. According to the Mayo Clinic, fatigue is one of the most overlooked yet telling early signs of type 2 diabetes, especially in older adults. If this sounds familiar, don't ignore it. Your body may be waving a red flag. Second warning sign: blurred vision and eye changes. The second sign is something that can sneak up on you slowly: blurred vision. You might think you just need stronger glasses. But when your blood sugar levels fluctuate, they actually affect the fluid in your eyes. The lenses swell, shift, and distort your vision. At first, it may come and go. Reading gets harder, or your night vision becomes unreliable. But over time, these changes can become permanent, leading to diabetic retinopathy, a condition that can cause irreversible blindness. Johns Hopkins Medicine warns that uncontrolled diabetes can damage the tiny blood vessels in your eyes, often without you feeling any pain. That means by the time you notice a change, significant damage could already be done. Getting your eyes checked regularly is crucial, but even more important is connecting those changes to what's happening in the rest of your body. If your vision is suddenly unreliable, and especially if it comes with fatigue or changes in urination, take it seriously. Third warning sign: frequent urination and thirst. Now this third sign is perhaps the most classic, and the one that often seals the diagnosis: frequent urination and unquenchable thirst. When your blood sugar is too high, your kidneys go into overdrive trying to flush it out of your system. That means more trips to the bathroom, including in the middle of the night. And every time you go, you lose more fluids, making you incredibly thirsty. It becomes a vicious cycle. You drink more, you pee more, and your body can't keep up. But here's what most people don't realize: this isn't just annoying. It's dangerous. Excess urination can cause dehydration, strain your kidneys, and make your blood sugar spike even higher. It also depletes essential minerals like magnesium and potassium, which can lead to muscle cramps, heart palpitations, and even confusion. The Cleveland Clinic confirms that increased urination and thirst are hallmark signs of uncontrolled blood sugar. If you're over 60 and this is happening more than usual, it's time to talk to your doctor. There's a powerful story that echoes this warning. A 68-year-old woman had always been active. She walked every morning, cooked fresh meals, and stayed on top of her health. But slowly, she began feeling tired. Her vision got fuzzy. And she was waking up 3 or 4 times a night just to use the bathroom. She chalked it up to aging. Just part of getting older, she thought. 6 months later, she collapsed at home due to dangerously high blood sugar levels. Her diagnosis? Type 2 diabetes, advanced, and already affecting her kidneys. The signs were there. But like many, she didn't know what to look for. So here's the question: if your body was trying to warn you, would you listen? These 3 signs, fatigue, blurred vision, and frequent urination, may seem unrelated. But together, they paint a clear picture. One that your doctor can't see unless you speak up. Early detection of diabetes can mean the difference between manageable lifestyle changes and irreversible complications like neuropathy, kidney failure, and even limb loss. Here's what to do next. If you've noticed any of these symptoms, don't wait. Ask your doctor for an A1C test, a simple blood test that shows your average blood sugar over the last 3 months. It's quick, inexpensive, and could save your life. You can also visit trusted sources like the American Diabetes Association and the National Institute on Aging for free information tailored to seniors. The earlier you act, the more options you have. Diabetes doesn't have to control your future, but it will if you ignore the warning signs. If you're over 60, pay attention to what your body is telling you. These 3 symptoms aren't just annoyances, they're red flags. And if this video helped open your eyes, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about. You never know whose life you might change. Stay informed, stay empowered, and stay healthy.